The Honourable Member for Louis Saint Laurent. Mr. Speaker, the interference by the Communist government in Beijing in the electoral process is a slap in the face to our democracy. This is wrong. We know what might have happened. Katie Telford is the Chief of Staff of the current Prime Minister, and she's led campaigns. We want to hear her in Parliamentary Committee. We know that the government doesn't want this. So here is my question for the member for Rosemont-La Petite Patrie, a member of the coalition. Will he rise in this place and tell his constituents that he is going to vote for full freedom and transparency in this government and allow Ms. Telford to testify before committee? The Honourable Minister of Intergovernmental Affairs. Mr. Speaker, we share our colleague's interest, of course, in the importance of strengthening democracy, and we don't want democracy to be slapped in the face, obviously, as he said, and so that's why we set up measures when we came to power that had never been in place when his party was in power. And we will ask David Johnston to look at all the measures that have been put in place to date and to make recommendations that will be made public as to what we can do even better to reassure Canadians that essential measures are in place. The Honourable Member for Louis Saint Laurent. Mr. Speaker, the Minister is a seasoned parliamentarian, an honourable man. What does he say to the fact that over 20 hours his his parliamentarians spoke nonsense for over 20 hours to prevent democracy from happening? This minister is a fan of, a partisan of parliamentary affairs. So will they call the Chief of Staff who can help us clear up what is happening with the communist regime of China? Will the minister give permission to Ms. Telford to testify before the Parliamentary Committee, yes or no? The Honourable Minister. Mr. Speaker, my honourable colleague knows full well that our government, since it came to power, has focused on strengthening democracy and democratic institutions, and he also knows as well that our ministers are available at any time to testify before parliamentary committees. My honourable colleagues, perhaps he wasn't there last week, but I'm sure that he saw the testimony before committee given by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and he knows very well that we will always be there to answer the questions of our colleagues.